Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick Beaupre from Results Funnel. Today, I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you how to automate and scale your business using the exact funnels, the exact strategies that Tim Ferriss has used to grow his database to over 2 million monthly subscribers and become a New York Times best-selling author. My goal with you today is to share with you the secrets that Tim has used over the past 10 years and the secrets and the strategies that Tim is using right now to release his latest book called The Tribe of Mentors, and really just pull the curtain back and show you exactly what Tim is doing and how he's doing it so that you can take all of this, run with it, apply it, and implement it into your own businesses to, of course, the dream is to hopefully have the same success that Tim Ferriss is having right now and that he's enjoyed over the last couple of years. If you guys stay until the end of today's case study, till the end of today's video, I'm going to give you guys something really cool. I'm going to share with you a really great opportunity, and I'm going to share with you exactly how you can basically take all of this, take everything that you learn in this training, and run with it yourselves, and how to really easily and quickly apply it into your own businesses moving forward. Now, please make sure that you pay attention because I have over, believe it or not, 160 slides. So if you're jumping to your email or if you're scrolling and checking your Facebook newsfeed or your latest Instagram updates, I promise you that you will miss something. So please shut down everything else and please give me your undivided full attention. I promise you that this presentation is going to be worth it and that you're going to learn a ton of great stuff. So who is this training for? It's for coaches, consultants, educators, trainers, small business owners, entrepreneurs, web designers, therapists, copywriters, yoga teachers, basically anyone who's in a situation where they are exchanging their services in exchange for money. So service-based businesses, consultants, educators, trainers, this training is for you. Now, before we get started, I want to first clarify what a funnel is because I am going to be using this term a lot in this case study, and I just want to clear it up and make sure that we're all on the same page and we really understand what I'm talking about when I refer to a funnel. So most people don't know what a funnel is. It's quite a new term that's being thrown around these days, and I'm going to explain what it is and why you need one for your company. So here, what you see, guys, is a traditional based website. I actually took this from Russell Brunson, and when I heard Russell Brunson give this explanation as to the difference between a traditional website and a funnel, I had to take it and run with it. So I am giving Russell full credit, but this is not a funnel. It is a traditional website. Most of them look really cool, but when you send traffic to them, it's the equivalent of sending it to a brick wall. They hit your website and nothing happens. And you know you have a website when your website doesn't turn your people who land on your website into leads and into customers and obviously finally into profits. You have a website, you do not have a funnel. Now, I don't blame you for taking this kind of approach or having this mindset towards marketing and building your business, because when we look at the most successful brands like BMW, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Starbucks, we automatically think we automatically want to model them. And what we don't think about is that these companies have unlimited budgets. They have millions and millions of dollars to spend on marketing and advertising to send people to their brick walls. It's kind of like if you're on the corner of a street handing out personal brochures and praying that someone would call you back. It's kind of like the same thing with your website, but online. And if I was to ask you, if your business depended on you handing out brochures on a street corner, praying and hoping that people would call you back, do you think you would be successful? Now, why do these big companies not care? Well, it's because every year, at the start of the year, they sit down, they determine how much money they're going to spend, and then they go out and hire all kinds of marketers and fancy people with fancy titles who have no accountability whatsoever, and then they spend their money into the brick wall. And this is who we're modeling. And as small business owners, as entrepreneurs, we have to be smarter because we don't have millions of dollars to spend on advertising and marketing, and we have to figure out how to spend $1 on advertising and get $2 out as soon as possible. Otherwise we fold, otherwise we close shop. It's no reason why so many small businesses fail every single year. And in order to spend $1 and get 2 out, we have to use funnels. We have to use a different game, and we have to be successful right from day one. This is what a sales funnel looks like. This is actually a sales funnel that I created a couple of weeks ago for one of my clients. And instead of ramming people into a brick wall, we send them to our website. Our funnel captures them as a lead, converts them into a prospective customer, and then we nurture them, and then we sell them something. We either sell them our core service, then we upsell them, we cross-sell them, and we build relationships with these people instead of just sending them into this one-page website. Now, a funnel, I like to say that a funnel is kind of like cloning your best salesperson. Imagine it's actually Black Friday today. So if you go into any retail stores today, take note of this whole process as it goes down in front of you. When you walk into a retail store, let's say you walk into, I don't know, the Gap. Someone comes to you, asks if you need help finding something. You say, sure, I'm actually looking for a new pair of jeans. They walk you over, they help you find your right size, your right fit, your right length, all of that great stuff. And then as they're walking with you to the cash, they say, you know what? We actually have a really great sale on belt buckles right now. You should check them out. They would go really well with your jeans, right? And you say, oh, okay, sure. You know, they're 50% off or whatever. And then they say, you know what? You would actually also just kind of tie into your whole outfit and make it work and make it complete for you are cufflinks. We have some really, really nice cufflinks for sale right now, today only. They're only $15. They can really make or break an outfit. Check them out. You say yes, right? And that right there is the example. That would be an example of an offline sales funnel where you come in, you buy a service or you buy a core product, let's say jeans, right? And then you have all kinds of cross sales and upsells, cufflinks, belt buckles, socks, t-shirts, dress shirts, whatever it is. And a sales funnel is essentially taking this process but putting it online and giving your customer the best experience possible. So that's a sales funnel. My name is Nick Beaupre. I am a funnel consultant. I've worked with some of the top real estate agents and the top real estate teams across North America now. I've worked with wineries, authors, coaches, consultants, gyms, personal trainers, weight loss, surgery clinics, laser hair salons, and cumulatively, my sales funnels have now generated my clients in the last few years over $20 million in sales. Now, believe it or not, though, I am just a normal fella, normal dude like you. I love the outdoors. I live for the outdoors. I love hiking, spending time outdoors, spending time in nature, and this is really why I work, and it's why I came across funnels. It's why I love funnels, because they allow me to automate and scale not only my business, but also allow me to automate and scale other people's businesses, other entrepreneurs' businesses, my clients' businesses as well, so that they can have more free time to do whatever it is they want, whether it's traveling more, whether it's spending more time with their kids and their family, you know, whatever it is. And I've done a lot of things right, but I've also done a lot of things wrong. And I've been doing this for now about 8 years, and I've discovered all of this the hard way. I've had so many failures and setbacks in the past, and what's really cool is today you guys just get to come in, sweep in, take all of this, and really learn the easy way how to do this stuff. And if I haven't mentioned it already, before I move on to the next slide, make sure you click the button below this free training to download the funnel blueprint for this episode, and you'll be able to follow the funnel, all of the individual pages and steps, so that you can refer to it after you've watched this video and obviously implement and apply this into your own business. So I'm going to quickly share my background, my story, how I get started, how I got started, and then we'll just jump right into the content. So this is a picture of me way back. I was 21 years old. I had first gotten my real estate license, and the reason why I got my real estate license is because at the time I wanted to ultimately become a real estate investor. I wanted to own 10 properties that provide me with passive income that could give me the ability to travel, enjoy the outdoors, hike, ski, mountain bike, spend more time with my family and friends, because I believed that real estate investing was the vehicle that was able or that was going to get me there. And by becoming an agent, I would have access to all the prime properties and could just swoop in and buy them myself. So I started out in this sprawling, epically sprawling suburb of Mississauga. If any of you are from Toronto or the GTA area, you will know what I am talking about. Over 1 million people, so many cars, so many people, so much congestion. But I was determined. I was facing some really serious obstacles and some really serious odds because I wanted to not only prove my parents that I could sell real estate as a 21-year-old and become a successful real estate investor, but I also wanted to prove to all of my friends that I could be successful, make over $100,000 a year, and generate passive income without going to a fancy school, without getting a fancy university degree. So I had a lot to prove, and I was extremely, extremely determined. Now, when I approached the most successful agents in my office after having gotten my real estate license, I asked them, how do I get clients? What's the best and quickest and easiest way to get clients? And they all said either send out flyers to 1,000 homes or door knock and cold call for leads. And that is exactly what I did. This here is an actual picture of the townhouse complex that I used to door knock for about 8 months straight through the winter. I got my license in November and I door knocked until about April, and during that time I was completely and utterly miserable because I would be door knocking and it would be snowing outside, it would be freezing outside. I had just broken up with my girlfriend, and here I was outside door knocking, and I would do it for about 4 hours, and I would get like 2 cold leads of someone I didn't even know their name, but they were like, yeah, we're maybe thinking of selling sometime in the spring or sometime in the next 2 years. And those were the kinds of leads that I would be getting from spending 4 hours out there door knocking in the freezing cold. And I absolutely hated it. I absolutely hated my life. And I felt like this guy here. I felt slimy. And it was really hard for me because growing up as a kid, whenever we had people knock on our door or ring our doorbell, my family and I, for some reason, we always treated these people, as these kind of slimy salespeople, and that just go away, just get out of here. I want nothing to do with you guys. And here I was starting my career out at the bottom of the bottom, and people were rejecting me. People were slamming doors in my face. People weren't even answering. People were screaming through their doors at me, telling me to go away, using some really abusive language as well. And I absolutely hated it. And I realized that I was on the entrepreneurial rat race, because if for any reason I stopped door knocking and cold calling, my business would dry up. Right? I would stop getting new clients into my business, and I would stop being able to run with clients in my business, and the whole thing would just come to a complete standstill and a complete stop. So I remember it was one weekend I went up. I had a ski weekend with my friends. It was a great time. We had so much fun. And as I was driving back that Sunday night, I was so depressed because I was thinking about how on Monday I would have to go back to door knocking and cold calling. And I was listening to, at the time I was listening to a lot of motivational, kind of inspirational audio tapes. Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins were the biggest ones. And Tony Robbins had just done a tape called The New Money Masters, where he interviews all of these really successful internet marketers. And one of them that he interviews, his name is Dean Jackson. And I remember it like yesterday, and I was driving. Dean Jackson started talking about his lifestyle and how he makes about $1 million a year, spends 6 months in Florida, 6 months in Toronto, does 5 to 6 workshops around the world in places like London, Australia, Toronto, New York, LA. And I said to the guy, I said to myself, this guy is living my ideal lifestyle. Like, this guy is living like a rock star. And Dean, in this talk, in this interview, goes on to explain and talk about a couple of these funnels that he uses to give him this pimp lifestyle. And one of them that he talks about, and one of the ones that he still uses today, is howtostopyourdivorce.com. You guys can actually type that URL in your browser right now and go to the site, and you will see a funnel that Dean Jackson has been using for probably the last 17, almost 20 years, and that has year over year made him 75, if not more, $1,000 per year with 3 to 4 hours of work per month. And when I heard this, and when Dean was going into the details of this funnel, my jaw dropped, and I was just like, oh my God, how does he do this? I have to learn this. This is the way. This is the new plan that I'm going to embrace and that I'm going to go after. And when I looked into Dean Jackson, the more I looked into Dean Jackson, I realized that he didn't just have one of these funnels, he had a whole bunch. And if you Google Dean Jackson, you'll see that he has about, I think he has about almost 10 funnels right now that all collectively bring him close to $1 million or over $1 million a year. And when I was listening to this audio tape or this tape with Tony Robbins and Dean Jackson, I felt like this guy. I realized that I was basically at the bottom of the rung, bottom of the ladder. I had absolutely no freedom in my life, in my career, in my business. I was door knocking and cold calling and being rejected for new business. And I was trapped. I was completely trapped in the rat race, and I needed systems to leverage my time, efforts, and skill sets if I wanted to break free from this terrible bottomless pit that I was living in as a real estate agent, door knocking and cold calling, starting out. And I just want to say for the record that there may be some real estate agents, there may be some people out there that really enjoy cold calling and really enjoy door knocking. And if you are one of those people, then kudos to you. I have so much respect for your persistence and your perseverance. But myself, I am not one of those people. I hate that kind of stuff. I can't stand it. And I started looking at ways, I started looking at how I could leverage myself so I didn't have to be on that rat race, continuously having to work and hustle for new business. So I focused on one of Dean's funnels, which was moneymakingwebsites.com. I think he actually still has that running today, like 10 years later, which is crazy. But this funnel, moneymakingwebsites.com, basically taught me and teaches real estate agents step by step how to generate leads using Google traffic. So I followed all of Dean's advice. He became like my marketing guru, my marketing mentor. I stopped everything. And I created my first funnel thanks to Dean Jackson. And my first funnel didn't exactly look like this, but it was the same concept whereby people would land there and then they would put in their name and their email address and they would eventually become a lead. So when I started out and I put this whole funnel together, I was generating about 2 to 3 leads, 2 to 3 new real estate leads a day. And I felt like $1 million at the time because I had gone from spending 4 hours, 6 hours a day freezing my butt off in the cold, right, getting 2 cold, pretty shitty leads, to now going and getting 2 to 3 leads a day while I was in my office or while I was at home watching TV. And it was a complete and utter game changer because I had really started to leverage myself and take it to the next level. And I did that for about 2 months until other real estate agents started catching on, and Google raised their prices, or it was either their algorithms changed or the real estate market that I was in just started becoming so saturated and so competitive. So I had gone from spending $10 a day for those 2 to 3 leads to now spending about $30 a day for the same 2 to 3 leads. And I went on like this for about 2 months before I had to stop because I just couldn't afford it anymore. I was spending $30 a day, 3 leads. I had like a terrible, terrible conversion rate, and I was making about a deal a month, and I was part of a real estate team that was taking 85% of the commission, which looking back, it's just like crazy the amount of percentage that they were taking from the business that I was generating. But it is what it is. I am so grateful for that experience and for the lessons that I've learned and been able to walk away with. But I was only making about $1,500 per month, spending about $900. So I was only taking away about $600 per month in profit. And I don't know about you guys, but I had to shut down. I had to stop this. I had to put the pause button. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I'm going to talk about this concept here. He who is willing to spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. And I first heard this from a guy named Gary Halbert. And at the time, I didn't really understand what he meant. And I'm going to come back to this. And in the next couple of slides, you'll really understand why this is so important. Now, when I paused my funnels, I went back to the drawing board and I referred back to Dean Jackson and a guy named Dan Wood and Sterling Wong, who were both agents in my local real estate market. And I looked at what they were doing. And the more I looked into what they were doing, the more I realized that sending traffic to their website and just having their funnel convert these leads, converting these people into leads was just the tip of the iceberg. And at the bottom of the iceberg, the stuff that I couldn't see were all kinds of different conversion funnels that were offering upsells, cross-sells, downsells, that were getting people to refer their family and friends to their real estate business. And that's when I realized that these guys could afford to spend more money to acquire a customer, because not only were their conversion rates way, way higher than mine, but they were also getting repeat business every 2 to 5 years because of their funnels. So that one customer or that one lead that may have cost them $10, right, they were making way more profit over the course of 6 to 18 to 24 months because of the funnels and the conversion funnels that they had in their business. So I went back to the drawing board and I started creating all kinds of autoresponders. I started modeling these guys in my local market. And within about 6 months, I think it was, by adding all kinds of new funnels, offering different offers, different services, I went to a 10% conversion rate, which meant I was now closing about 7 deals per month and making $9,600 in pure profit. I was making $10,500 on average, minus my advertising costs to run my funnel, and that's what I was walking away with at the end of the month. And it goes back to he who is willing to spend the most money to acquire customer wins. And really, guys, if you could tattoo this concept on your arm, it would do you a lot of good, because really this is the secret to understanding how to grow a business. Because if you can afford to pay whatever else the market is paying to acquire a new customer, but continue to make more profits in the back end, you will win, and you will be able to reinvest those profits back into your business and just keep compounding and scaling and growing your company. So that's my story, guys. I realized that funnels were my vehicle. Funnels gave me the freedom, the income, the time, the mobility, and everything that I wanted, and everything that my guru mentor Dean Jackson was enjoying in his life. And I went on a funnel building spree over the next 6 years, and I created all kinds of different funnels for wineries, for yoga teachers, for personal trainers, for gyms, for retirement services, for weight loss surgeons, you name it. And it really comes down to this core concept from Jay Abraham, who says the only three ways to grow any business are to acquire more customers, so get more customers, get customers to spend more money with your business, and get customers to buy more often. And if you guys can write that down and just live by that, live by this key concept, I promise you that growing, automating, whatever it is you do in your business will become so, so much easier. And what's crazy is the big guys now are starting to realize that funnels are the future. Amy Porterfield, who runs multiple seven-figure courses a year, she has so many complex, really cool funnels in her business. Tony Robbins has started using all kinds of funnels in his business. Ryan Dice, and funnels really are the future. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to hop into now the core content of today's case study, which is how to automate and scale your business using the exact funnels Tim Ferriss has used to grow his database to over 2 million monthly subscribers and become a New York Times best-selling author. So I'm actually just going to take a real quick sip of water here before we just get right into the next piece of content. So just bear with me here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to actually go over 3 secrets. Going to dive deep into each one of them, and I know that you guys are going to get a ton of information, a ton of value from this. And make sure you click the button below this video to download the free funnel blueprint that basically maps out all of Tim Ferriss's funnels that he's currently using to promote and to sell his latest book, Tribe of Mentors, as well as the funnels that Tim's been using for the last 7-8 years in his business. So secret number 1, how to compress decades into days by modeling what works. And when I first heard this, I heard it from Tony Robbins, and he said basically the surest way to achieve success, the surest way to get the same results from someone who's already successful is to just model what they're doing. Model what already works. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. And that is what I do here at Results Funnel. I look and see who is at the top of their game, whether they're a coach, whether they're an author, whatever type of business they're in. I look at what they're doing, break it down for you guys so that we can model and essentially duplicate exactly what they're doing to get the same results in our business and in our lives. So Tim Ferriss, I'm sure that all of you already know who he is, but if you don't, Tim Ferriss is a 4 or 5 times New York Times best-selling author. He's got a really popular podcast with over 200 million views. His website, his newsletter alone has over 2 million monthly readers, which is mind-boggling. And he's a force to be reckoned with. Now, here are a couple of Tim's funnels. I'm actually going to break each of them down step by step and tell you what he does really well, and of course what you can do and how you can replicate it and implement it into your own business. So these are a couple of his funnels that he is currently using and that he's used in the past. The key ingredients of Tim Ferriss's funnels that you have to take away and understand are he's using super simple, just 2-step, what we call opt-in funnels, which means in exchange for whatever he's offering, whether it's the first chapter of his book, 5 things he's been loving reading and using lately, or the tools and tactics to 10 times your output in your business and your life, right? He's offering that in exchange for your email address. And that's really what a opt-in funnel means. And the lead magnet landing page is essentially the web page that his visitors, that his traffic, that his people land on when they first come to his website, right, or his page, and then you opt in for that information, and then you're taken to a thank you page where he upsells you on his books or cross-sells you to his newsletter. So you can use this funnel to attract new clients to your business, grow your client database to hopefully over 2 million monthly readers, build a retargeting list, establish rapport and expertise with your audience by framing yourself as the expert, convert more leads into clients, and of course automate and scale your business. Now, before we jump in, I always like to, before jumping into the actual funnel of the person who we're modeling, I always like to start with a bit of theory first. So I like to map out the funnel really simply using Russell Brunson's, I think it's called his cookbook funnel. And this diagram, this picture is taken right from there, which really helps us just kind of simplify simplify the whole funnel and the whole process. So this is what Tim Ferriss is using right now. And a couple of the key ingredients in a lead magnet funnel are, you want to make sure that the copy and the design of the landing page matches the ad that that people are clicking on to land on your landing page or your lead magnet landing page. You want to also make sure that your landing page, your opt-in page, provides all the information a visitor needs to know to make a decision right then and there, and that your landing page is clear, it's crisp, it's got high quality images, and it's just, there's a white space is good. White space is a good thing to have. And here is Tim Ferriss's first landing page for actually the 4-Hour Workweek, which he wrote, I think, over 10 years ago now. But when you come to this website, the 4hourworkweek.com, you're greeted by this really nice, clear, high quality landing page where, in order to get the first chapter for his book, you give him your name, your email address. And what Tim Ferriss does really, really well here that we can implement and apply for our own businesses is he provides all the information you, the visitor, needs to know to make a decision, right? A nice, clear call to action. Start here. Don't drown in the details. Get the fundamentals for free. You know as well as I do that when you're approaching growing your business and automating your business, you know, it's very overwhelming. And Tim Ferriss talks to that pain point, you know, drowning in the details. Just forget all that clutter. Get the fundamentals right here for free. Just submit your email address to get it. You know, he's talking to the instant gratification, right? 11 simple must-use apps and tools, weekly productivity tips and tricks, the first pages of the 4-Hour Workweek. And he's got a really nice, great high-quality picture of himself here behind it, so we know what Tim Ferriss, who he is and what he looks like. And he's kind of like, he's got this question here that's a great pattern interrupt. If you could 10 times your per hour output, how would your life and business change? And the obvious answer is, you know, my business, my life would explode. Teach me how, right? Give me the first pages of the 4-Hour Workweek. And then he's got all kinds of incredible social proof here. The New York Times, Wired, Men's Journal, Amazon, you know, 1,500 5-star reviews. Amazing job. And, you know, for ourselves in our businesses, we will obviously not be able to have New York Times bestseller, you know, Wall Street Journal bestseller. But what we could do on a landing page like this is we could put client testimonials here instead, right? Just testimonials, talking about our services, talking about our products. We could have a picture of ourselves here, right? And then whatever report, whatever freebie you're offering. And going back to Tony Robbins' quote, modeling what works, we could use a very similar pattern interrupt question here, right? Like if you could 10 times your strength and your mobility, how would that change your life? How would that change your health? Like if you were like a strength coach or a yoga teacher. You know, if you could, you know, if you could revolutionize your brand, how would that change your business? How would that change your life? I don't know, stuff like that. There's the science and then there's art, the art, guys. And what I'm teaching you here in these case studies is the science, and the art is you having to apply it and apply it for your own business and for your own situation. Here's another opt-in landing page that Tim Ferriss uses for his 5-Bullet Friday newsletter. And this is a really great example that we could all learn from and that we could all run with in our own businesses, because so often I see on websites and on businesses, they just have a really weak call to action that says, click here to join our newsletter. And they don't give us any reason why we should actually do that. And Tim Ferriss really duplicate and model and run with what Tim Ferriss is using here. He's giving so many powerful reasons why opting in for his weekly newsletter will change your life. And what you could do here, what we could do here for ourselves, is we could say at the top here, get the 5 things I've been using, loving, and reading. Books, gadgets, hacks, and more. If you're a strength coach, if you run a Ju-Jitsu gym, right? Like, get the 5 things you need to know before taking your first Ju-Jitsu class. Like, these are all examples, guys, that you can take this headline that Tim Ferriss has obviously tested and he's obviously tweaked over the course of the last couple of years, and you can now run with it yourselves in your own business for your own products and services. Again, he's got a really nice, clear, clean, crisp landing page here. He's got great imagery of himself up here. Down here, he has a little short bio, just lending and giving some more social proof. More social proof up here. Instead of having all of these featured right in our own businesses, we could have a client testimonial here. You could have a bit about section about you, about your business, right? And then offering some really clear, concise calls to action here, some more social proof here, right? Like, you could say, like, if you were giving away like the 5 free tools you need to know to get started with Jiu-Jitsu, you could say, like, down here, you could say join 5,000 other happy, satisfied customers. Get the exclusive however many people you've served through your Jiu-Jitsu gym, you can use that and put that right here. And just on a side note, the reason why I'm using a Jiu-Jitsu gym as an example is because I just took a Jiu-Jitsu gym on as a client of mine, so it's just very fresh, very top of mind for me right now. But let's go on to another one. This is another landing page that he uses, right? He's using 2 of these simultaneously, right? And again, another really great call to action headline that's speaking to essentially the end result or the end desire that you want. And I highly recommend that you just take these landing pages, guys, and run with them yourselves. Here is Tim Ferriss has just started to do this as well, which I think it's honestly about time he started doing that. I'm surprised he didn't do this earlier, but I'll just zoom in here for you. So when you come to his website and you see his latest podcasts here, he's got these buttons that say click here to access the transcripts, the best of the Tim Ferriss show. This pops up here that says add your email and for the first time ever access this transcripts for the Tim Ferriss show. And that's just another way, another tool that Tim is using to just continue to build his database, where he upsells us on his books, cross-sells us on other people's products and services that he gets affiliate commissions from, and just continues to build his business and just continue to become more and more of a force to be reckoned with. Let's spend a couple quick minutes talking about his thank you pages really quickly. The essence, the basics of every and any thank you page are you want to confirm the freebie that that person has just signed up to get. You want to maximize your thank you page. So offer an upsell to a training, to buy your book, to schedule a consultation with you, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're now bringing them along into the next stage of your funnel. Remember the story I told you guys about my first real estate funnel and how it bombed because people would opt in and then they would be taken to the generic thank you page and they could do nothing else. Once I changed that, guys, it revolutionized my business and it revolutionized the results that we were getting in the real estate team that I was a part of. So this is another thank you page that he uses. I'll just again zoom in here for you guys to see. But he confirms the sign up, confirms that whatever it is that you requested is going to be in your email inbox in the next 30 minutes. And in the meantime, here after 2 years, the Tim Ferris Experiment TV show has finally arrived. Check it out here. And that is a great example of a cross-sell where he's now bringing you into iTunes to check out the episodes and obviously to buy them and start his money-making machine. This is another thank you page that he uses for his 5 Bullet Friday. So when you sign up, you come here as of November the 24th. And it's just a cool, simple video of Tim greeting you, kind of introducing you to who he is. And then he talks about the newsletter, what you can expect to read, what you can expect to receive. And of course, then he cross-sells you to his latest book, which is Tribe of Mentors. Buy it, check it out. Here's the first 50 pages of the book, right? Hopefully at this point, guys, you're starting to see how Tim is using all of these freebies and all of these, I guess, bribes to not only bring you into his world, bring you into his funnel, but start bringing you and moving you up the value ladder. I'm going to talk more about the value ladder in the next couple of slides, but move you up the value ladder so that eventually you're buying books, you're buying his books, you're buying his TV show. You're spending money on the really cool gadgets and tools that he loves in his life right now, which he's earning affiliate commissions from, right? He's upselling, cross-selling, downselling, all through these really seemingly simple, they are simple funnels. So this is another thank you page, right? And then this, I was actually surprised when I came across this one. This is his thank you page for his transcripts. And to be honest, it's terrible. It's just a blank white page that says thank you. Please check your email as I'll be sending transcripts. There's no links. There's no additional links. There's no next steps that you can click on and look at and go to when you come to this page. It's just like this dead-end page that you have to click X on to get out. And not a fan of it. This is what my first real estate website looked like, and as you know the story, I've told it to you. But these are Tim's funnels. His opt-in funnels, and again, click the button below this video. I have all of Tim's funnels laid out for you in the funnel blueprint for this episode. If you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this video on Facebook, just go to resultsfunnel.com/download7, I believe it is, and you'll be able to get the funnel blueprint for this episode. So these are Tim Ferriss's funnels, and again, guys, model what works. I've shown you here a great example of a lead magnet in action that's working right now to build Tim Ferriss's business into the mega giant that it is today. Now, a lot of times I get people who come up to me and say, cool, Nick, that's all good, but I don't sell real estate. I'm a yoga teacher, or I do, I'm a laser, I have a laser hair salon or a laser hair removal salon. And I just want to make it clear that these opt-in funnels work for every business, regardless of their industry, regardless of their product, or their service. And you know, I've used these funnels for a lot of these types of businesses here. Strategists, consultants, chiropractors, laser hair salons, Botox clinics, weight loss clinics, dentists, therapists, personal trainers, yoga teachers. It really, really works for everyone. And here is a coaching funnel using the same premise, using the same system. Here's a laser hair salon funnel that I built. Here's a real estate funnel, again, using the same premise that Tim Ferriss is using. Here is a funnel for info products that sells online courses that Amy Porterfield is actually using right now. This is her actual funnel that I mapped out. I think it was 2 episodes back, so I believe it's resultsfunnel.com/download 5 if you want to download this blueprint. Just go to resultsfunnel.com and you'll see all of the previous episodes on the homepage that you can click on and that you can explore and then watch. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Just let me know in the comments below this video if you're enjoying that, if you found that valuable, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna sprint onto the next secret, which is the only 3 funnels you need to get on the fast track to automating and scaling your business. Now, I told you about my early funnels, how some of them bombed, how some of them changed my life, and the problem that I was always running into was time, because I had to do it all myself. I would have to construct these funnels with all of these different intricate WordPress websites and random software tools and platforms and piece it together over the course of a couple of months. And just to build one funnel, it would take me anywhere from 2 to 3 months, and I'd have to set everything up. I'd have to buy the domain name, set up the hosting, set up the WordPress, piece it together using lead pages, and it was so tedious and time consuming. And I did this for about 4 or 5 years. And before that, before I started making my own funnels, when I was paying someone to do it myself, I would have to write the copy for them, send it in 20 different emails. I'd have to send them screenshots of what the funnel I wanted to looked like, and it was just such a tedious, brutal process. And I did this for about 8 years, to be honest, the hard way. And now there's a couple of tools that I'm actually going to show you here in this presentation that will allow you to build your funnel literally within 10 minutes. And if it is your first time, maybe it'll be a little longer than 10 minutes. Maybe it'll be more like 20. But regardless, I've gone from spending months of building these funnels, spending months to build a funnel, to now I can build a funnel in basically an hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes if I have everything and I know exactly who I'm modeling and what I'm doing. Now, going back to that quote from Jay Abraham, the only 3 ways to grow a business are to, 1, get more customers, get customers to spend more money, and then get customers to buy more frequently from you. That is what the key to success really is, guys. And I told you to write that quote down because running your business will be so much easier and so much simpler. So what I like to do at Results Funnel is just run with that. And there are so many different types of funnels that you can use, and combinations of funnels that you can use and create in your business and for your situation. But all we really need to know is that we want a funnel to get more customers. We want one funnel to get customers to spend more money with us, and we want one funnel to get customers to buy more often and more frequently from us. And that is exactly what this section is all about. So here are a couple of funnels that I use that you can use to acquire new customers, but we're going to keep it really simple, and we're just going to use the easiest funnel, which is the lead magnet funnel, which is the funnel that Tim Ferriss is currently using to sell his multi-million-dollar book, right? And we're just going to keep it simple and just use the easiest, the simplest funnel. This is the funnel that I use the most for my clients and in their businesses, whether they're in real estate, whether they're a coach, whether they have a Ju-Jitsu gym. This is the funnel, the holy grail funnel of customer acquisition. Moving on, these are a couple of funnels that you can use that I use to get or encourage customers to spend more money in our business or in my business. And again, we just, the purpose of this is to keep it really, really simple. And I like to use the two-step tripwire funnel, which basically is just offering a person, after they've opted into your first funnel and become a new customer with you, you offer them a really irresistible, sexy offer for either a really low price or for free. So for example, I'll just give you two examples really quick. One could be like a free 15-minute strategy session to get all kinds of clarity on your diet and figure out if you have any gastrointestinal problems in your life right now. If I was a nutritionist, that's something that you could give a freebie in your two-step tripwire funnel. You could also give, well, let's say you have a product or like a book. You could, or let's say you're a marketing agency and you specialize in logo design. Okay, the other day I was on Instagram and I saw a marketing agency that just does logo design. So let's run with that. You're a marketing agency. Your next step in your two-step tripwire funnel could be like, something like either schedule a free call or a free consult with us to talk about your branding and how you can take your brand to the next level. Something like that. Or it could be like, let us, for $7, again, you want to make the barrier to entry extremely, extremely low so that you can identify your buyers in your business really quickly. You could say like, for $7, we'll set up your first Google AdWords campaign, right? If you're a marketing agency, right? Or, trying to think of if you're a Ju-Jitsu gym, right? Your two-step tripwire funnel could be like, if you're a new student to the gym, if you're a new student to the sport, sign up with us and the next 30 days will be $30, unlimited. You can take all of the classes you want, and when you come to a class, we'll look at you, we'll observe you out of the corner of our eye, and at the end of the class, come up to us and we'll have a little 15-minute sit down with you, and we'll share with you our observations about your strength, your mobility, your performance, maybe some things that you can work on the mat when you're doing jiu-jitsu, right? This would be an example of an offer that you could put in in your two-step tripwire funnel. If you guys have any questions about that, please just feel free to email me, nick@resultsfunnel.com, or leave your comments below in this video and I'll make sure to answer them. This is stuff that I could go on and talk about for hours and hours about, because I'm really passionate about it and it just gets me excited. But just for the sake of time, for the sake of this case study, I'm going to move on and I'm going to talk about the funnels to get customers buying more frequently in your business. Now, here's a couple of more, but our favorite is the membership funnel, where for, like, again, a super low fee, it could be like $19 a month. It could be like, $29 a month, something really low. Monthly, people will get access to all of your latest trainings, all of your latest tips, hacks, tools, tricks, advice, right? And it just helps you build out the last part of your business. And of course, it helps you actually cultivate and orchestrate referrals. And maybe it's not a membership funnel on your back end. Maybe it's just a funnel to refer family and friends to your real estate business, right? Or to your chiropractor clinic, whatever it may be. So I like to always talk about the value ladder, and when I talk about and refer to the value ladder, basically what I'm talking about or referring to is the journey that you take your customers through in your business, right? Your customer starts out as just a nameless, faceless website visitor. boom, your funnel turns them into a name and an email address, right? Your two-step tripwire funnel turns them into an actual customer, right? Where they've taken out their credit card and they bought something from you, and then finally they've done business with you, and then they've bought a house with you, or they've signed up as for a nutrition plan with you. I always like to use the example when I'm talking about value ladders as talking about, I get really excited and I start to slur my words here, but the value ladder for dentists, and I like to use this example because it's really, really easy to just grasp and sink your teeth into. But when you go to a dentist, initially when you're there, it's probably because they've offered you a free teeth whitening, right? Or sorry, free teeth cleaning. And when you're in the dentist chair getting your teeth cleaning, they say, Nick, your teeth are really, really yellow. Do you smoke or do you drink coffee? And you're like, no. They're like, well, if you just hold on, if you just wait an extra 30 minutes, I can put together a home teeth whitening kit for you. It's only $97, or it's only, $197, right? Whatever it is. Boom, you've just moved up to the next step in their value ladder, right? Next time you come back, they say, Nick, I don't know about this, but your teeth are actually looking a little crooked. Do you mind if we do a couple of really quick x-rays and then just get back to you? They do the x-rays. Yeah, you know what, Nick, you could actually benefit from maybe a little retainer, a bar that'll go in just in the back of your teeth just to help keep them straight, help keep them looking great, right? It's only $500, to have a really great set of teeth and blah 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 blah. Boom. You've ascended the next step of their value ladder, right? Going to the next phase, right? Retainer, right? Cosmetics. Hopefully you guys start to get the point now, or the picture, right? If you have a retainer, right, and your jaw isn't lining up now with the rest of your head, they'll recommend jaw surgery. And my girlfriend has actually just gone through this value ladder for a dentist here in Toronto, literally exactly like this, where she went in for a consult. Her consult led to a teeth cleaning. Her teeth cleaning led to x-rays and appointments with orthodontists. And now she's just gotten her retainer in and she spent $1,800. And it's just like such a perfect example of the value ladder at work here. So the value ladder for a nutritionist, what it would look like. You'd start it with a free lead magnet offering like the 5 foods you should never eat. From there, you could offer like a free quiz to find out if you have any gastrointestinal concerns or things that you should be aware of. And then your 2-step tripwire funnel could be like a personalized diet plan that you normally create for, I don't know, $97 or $200, but just for this time only, you want to create some scarcity, you want to create some urgency. For this time only, I'm offering it for only $37. Boom! The person takes out their credit card. You've now identified them as a buyer, as a customer in your business, and now they're a hot prospect that now you can bring over and into whatever it is your core product or service is that you're selling. Whether it's a 10-week diet program that you sell for $5,000 or whatever it is, right? I always like to use the example of, if you're walking down the street, you're a nutritionist, you're walking down the street and you go up to someone and you're just like, hey, would you like to buy my 10-week diet program that I sell for $5,000? Everyone that you meet on the street is going to just say, no, I'm not spending $5,000 to work with you. No way. And that is how we treat most of our businesses. As a real estate agent, right? Like as a real estate agent, when I first started in the business, knocking on doors, I was asking people if they wanted to buy or sell a house with me, which is like a $10,000 commitment, which, looking back, it's so hilarious. No wonder I was being rejected every day, all day. If you're a nutritionist, please do not go out and just approach random strangers and ask them if they want to buy a 10-week diet program worth $5,000 or worth $1,000 for that matter. You start with the small steps. and slowly, bring them through your value ladder, guys. That is why the value ladder and knowing your value ladder for your business is so vitally critical and crucial and important. For a consultant, really quick before we move on to the next secret, right? A consultant could be like, download the free lead magnet. Okay, so we're back. I just had a technical glitch there where my web camera for some reason froze and cut out and the recording stopped. So I might have to do this case study without any face recording. But anyways, we're just going to continue here. I was talking about the value ladder for consultants. A free lead magnet just to get them in your world could be like, use the same one that Tim Ferriss uses, right? Learn how to 10 times your output in your consulting business in just 5 minutes or in just an hour, whatever it may be, right? Boom, they're in your they're in your world, right? And then the next phase of your value ladder could be like a free survey. What are the biggest challenges in your business regarding productivity or regarding whatever it is that you do or that you sell, right? And then your next thing could be a free webinar, a free training where you talk to them for an hour and solve their challenges, solve their pain points, right? And then, of course, that is where you transition and sell them into your consulting program, which could be anywhere from $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, right? The same thing. It applies to all businesses. So I want to ask you guys, what is your value ladder for your business? Knowing your value ladder will help you make the right offers in your funnels and make this whole process that much easier and that much more streamlined. So let's go on to the final secret in today's case study, and then we'll just wrap it up really quickly here. Secret number 3, how to ethically, steal your competitors' customers and get them to buy your services instead for under $100. So you guys by now at this point have seen some really cool things, how to clone proven and successful funnels the Tim Ferriss way, how to build them yourselves, how to avoid overwhelm and confusion. And now you guys are probably saying, hey, that's cool, Nick, but how do I get traffic to these funnels? Now, this is actually a lot easier than it looks like, and for years and years I struggled with this. I created my own ads. I spent hours split testing and trying out ads and starting from scratch, and that was before I learned that there's a couple of really cool tools, both paid and free, on the internet that help you find out exactly where your competitors are getting their traffic from and also shows you the exact ads they're using. So one of my favorites is spyfu.com. It is a paid tool, but it's only I think it's like $29 a month, and it will practically tell you everything you need to know about your competitors. So, we talked about modeling what works, and one of my favorite things to do, this is how I do my ads, set up my ads in my funnels and for my clients, is I will type in their competitors in SpyFu, in a program like SpyFu, and SpyFu will tell me everything I need to know about how much money they're spending, where their traffic's coming from, what their ads on Google, Yahoo, and Bing look like, that I can just model and replicate for myself or for my client, right? It'll tell me where their major sources of traffic are coming from. So if you click on any one of these websites and go to that website, you'll see on the side of the website the actual graphic display ads that they're using to drive traffic to their websites and obviously sell their services and make money. And what's really cool about SpyFu is it tells you how long that ad's been running for. Now, you really can usually tell two things if an ad's been running for a long time. One, they're a complete moron and they love spending themselves into bankruptcy. Or two, the ad is successful and works really well and they're just running it and milking that ad for all it's worth. So that's it, guys. And modeling what works, you model their message, you model their design, model the sizes of their ads, right? Refer back to Tony Robbins' quote, And where I go to do this is a free tool called canva.com. When you open up Canva, you just pick whatever it is you want to do. You want to create a Facebook ad? Great, it'll give you the exact dimensions. You want to create a YouTube ad, a blog title, Instagram ad, it gives you all of the exact dimensions and gives you some free layouts and designs that you can get started with. And that's all I do. You know, you're not obviously copying their ad identically, but you're using the same font, the same color, right? Maybe the same layout and design. If that ad has a picture of a girl on a beach, then you put a picture of a girl on the beach. If that ad has a purple headline, then you use a purple headline, right? That is the key, guys, to traffic success, to hacking other people's traffic, getting in front of their customers and sending those customers to your products and to your services instead. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I started doing this, it was really hard because I was creating all of these ads from scratch by myself. And, you know, I had to come up with all of the ideas creatively, and it was a pain in the butt. And now I just pop in people's website on SpyFu, and SpyFu tells me everything that my competitor is doing so that I can just hit the ground running. And I want to ask you guys a question at this point in the presentation. We're basically nearing the end. We're pretty much finished, but I want to ask you before we wrap up, if you modeled what works, if you modeled the exact funnels that Tim Ferriss is using, if you modeled the exact same funnels that I've given you and that I've shared with you for the other types of businesses, you know, that I've talked about in today's case study, if you modeled the exact traffic hacks or the exact traffic strategies that I've shared with you, do you think you would have the same success as these guys that I'm featuring in these case studies? You know, do you think you would have the same success that Tim Ferriss has had? You know, I mean, it's so funny. You look at these people that are super successful today and we think like, oh my God, they're overnight sensations, or I could never get there. But what we don't realize, or what we forget about, is that it's taken these people oftentimes decades to get to where they are today. And what's really, really cool is now, thanks to the internet and thanks to all of these different, right, hacks and strategies, we can essentially just get on the fast track, right, and just see what they're doing and boom, replicate it and implement it into our businesses right away without having to go through the decades and the years of failing and the setbacks that Tim Ferriss has had in his business, or that Tony Robbins has had in his business, or that Amy Porterfield has had in her business, you know, or I've had in my business. You can just see what's working, see what the people at the top of their game are doing right now that's clearly working, right? And just boom, take it, implement it, and duplicate it for ourselves in your business. And guys, if you did that, if you modeled all of this stuff that is clearly working right now, you know, do you think you would have the same success? You know, do you think you would have, you know, you think that you would make maybe an extra, I don't know, $100 a day, so an extra $3,000 a month. You know, let's say if you totally screwed this up and you didn't model, you maybe modeled one tiny thing from today's case study, do you think you could maybe make an extra $1,000 a month modeling these successful people, modeling these case studies, taking these traffic hacks and running with them? You know, what would that do? You know, what would an extra $1,000, or what would an extra $3,000, or what would an extra $10,000 do for your business and for your life, for that matter? You know, like, would you be able to use that money for student loans or for car loans? You know, like, how would that change your life? So I've gone through a lot today. I've covered a lot, but I want to go over a quick recap. The 3 secrets to automating and scaling your business the Tim Ferriss way. Secret number 1, we talked about how to compress decades into days and model what works, using the exact funnels that Tim Ferriss is using right now in his business to launch his latest book. Secret number 2, the only 3 funnels you will need to get on the fast track to automating and scaling your business. Remember, it really only comes down to 3 things: getting more customers, getting your customers to spend more money, and of course, getting your customers to buy more often from you. And then finally, secret number 3, how to ethically steal your competitors' customers and get them to buy your services instead for under $100. And we talked about some traffic hacks, some traffic strategies, the go-to tool that I use. And let me ask you a question, guys. We've been going now for just over an hour now, and how many of you feel like this guy here, drinking from a water hose? My goal was to show you this new opportunity, this new vehicle that can really totally transform your life and most importantly your business. And for some of you guys, I want to make sure that you don't get lost. And I want to ask you guys for permission to, over the next 10 minutes, really, really quickly go over a really cool offer, a really cool package that I've put together for you guys called the Results Funnel Consulting Master Program, that gives you all of the tools and that gives you the strategies to take everything that I've shared with you today and really start implementing it in your business. So is it cool, guys, if I spend the next 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes going over this stuff with you? I'm going to jump right into it here. So for the Results Funnel Consulting Master Program, the first step, the first piece of this program is I will take a look from a bird's eye view at your business and determine what funnel you need the most that will have the biggest and quickest impact in your business today. And for most businesses that I consult and I work with, typically we start with the funnel to acquire more customers in their business. And that's what the Results Funnel Consulting Master Program really is all about, where we come in, we take a look, we determine what funnel your business needs the most, and then we go about building that for you. And I just want to share a couple of quick testimonials, quick stories with you guys. Jack Ouellette, he's been one of my clients for the last 5 years. In the first year that we started working together, Jack closed over 5 real estate transactions that were each worth over $500,000. So collectively, my funnel brought Jack in over $2.5 million worth of real estate. Isn't that cool, guys? Like, isn't that exciting? If you're a real estate agent, like, that could change your life. Two great gals that I've worked with now for quite some time, Saskia and Teresa. Within 3 weeks of launching their first funnel, we sold them. They were able to sell 2 investment properties for over $1.2 million in 3 weeks, guys. Like, let me ask you, how many of you have been trying this internet marketing game for a really, really long time? Like, if there was an opportunity, if there was a vehicle where I could just jump on and have that kind of success in 3 weeks, it would be a no-brainer. It would be an absolute no-brainer. And who does this work for, guys? Who do these funnels work for? Well, I mentioned earlier, consultants, strategists, gyms, naturopaths, web designers, yoga teachers, therapists, dentists, Botox clinics, weight loss surgery clinics, you name it. And here's what you're going to get in the Results Funnel Master Consulting Program. We're going to set up your 2-step funnel for you, which is a value of $6,561. You're also going to get access to ClickFunnels, which is the software I use to build the funnels, and we're going to give you a 14-day free trial with that. You'll be able to build all kinds of funnels after we build the initial one for you in your business. You'll be able to get rid of all of the landing page software you have right now, all of the split testing software, shopping carts, email responders, membership sites, Photoshop, WordPress, website hosting, programmers, designers, webmasters, all of that. You'll be able to get rid of all of that and just have the one software, ClickFunnels, and get off to the races. And then what happens after 14 days? It will just go to the default billing, and you'll just be build the default price. And so that's a $97 value. We're going to set up your two-step funnel where you're going to get a 14-day free trial to ClickFunnels. You're also going to get the ultimate results funnel swipe file, which is a collection of the last 60 days of all of the funnels that I have mapped out for my customers, that I've created for my clients, and that I've mapped out for people like Amy Porterfield, who are doing, you know, 7-figure product launches every month. Funnels for coaches, funnels for real estate agents, funnels for info products, you know, coaching funnels, lead magnet pages. I break down the lead magnet pages in the core elements that make them successful. And this is all in the ultimate funnel swipe file. Over 20 case studies, guys, a value of $1,997. So you're going to get the two-step funnel, you're going to get the 14-day free trial to ClickFunnels, you're going to get the ultimate swipe file, you're also going to get all of the funnel scripts that I've documented for all of these funnels as well. So we talked about funnels for laser hair salons, real estate funnels, real estate agents, info products, coaching funnels. You're going to get all of the email scripts so that you don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. All you have to do is plug and play them into your email autoresponders. We're of course going to help you. We're actually going to do that for you for your first funnel that we build, and you can just get off to the races. So you get the results funnel scripts. You also get some intro beginner walkthrough videos to ClickFunnels. Now, ClickFunnels, if you haven't already heard of them, if you haven't already signed up for their software, it can be very, very overwhelming and very, very confusing when you start, especially when you want to set up notifications so that when a new lead or a new customer comes into your funnel, you get notified right away. Doing that stuff is actually really, really overwhelming and complicated, and we've put together a couple of walkthrough videos that just walk you through how to get started, how to get on the fast track in ClickFunnels as a software, so that after we've built your first funnel for you and you want to build more and take your business to the next level, you can do that with the easy, quick, get started, ClickFunnels walkthrough videos. We're also going to give you traffic secrets, our top traffic secrets. We're going to give you guys all of the Facebook ads, all of the Google ads that have been featured in our previous case studies, over 20 of them, so you'll be able to look at Facebook ads for consultants, Facebook ads for gyms, Facebook ads for personal trainers, you name it. This ties in with the funnel scripts. It also ties in with the ultimate funnel swipe file, and you'll just, again, be able to model, replicate, and duplicate these same Facebook ads into your own business and just get started, get running right away. So here's what you guys are going to get. You're going to get your first two-step funnel set up for you guys. You're going to get a 14-day free trial to ClickFunnels. You're going to get the ultimate funnel swipe file, results funnel scripts, ClickFunnels walkthrough videos, as well as our traffic secrets. And if you sign up today, we're going to give you a bonus. We are going to have a free, as a bonus, strategy session with you, however long it takes to figure out and to work with you to determine what the value ladder is for your business. I talked about value ladders earlier in this presentation. We talked about value ladders for dentists, for nutritionists, for consultants. We will get together on a call and determine what the value ladder is for your business, so that for the rest of your career, you will always know the kinds of offers you can make, at which stage in your funnel, at which stage in your customer journey, and just keep your customers ascending the value ladder and keep spending more money in your business. Bonus number 2, we are also going to map out your entire content strategy. Now this is for a very limited time. This is very exclusive bonus. I'll tell you the hot topics in your industry that people are searching for so that you know exactly what to write in your newsletters, your emails, your blogs, your social media. I'll also give you 20 topic titles you can literally just plug and play into your newsletters and into your social media. Now, I'm just going to do a real quick recap, guys. What you're going to get. You're going to get the two-step funnel. We're going to come in. We're going to look at your business. We're going to set it up for you so that you can get off to the races, scaling and automating your business as soon as possible. We'll give you a 14-day free trial to ClickFunnels. We're going to give you the ultimate funnel swipe file, a collection of over 20 case studies of funnels that are working right now, that have been proven to work and that are profitable. We're going to give you all the scripts for those funnels. We're also going to give you all the Facebook ads for those funnels in our traffic secrets and in our results funnel scripts. We're also going to give you walkthrough videos of ClickFunnels, so a kind of an intro, couple of intro videos, beginner walkthrough videos to the program, to the software, so that you can start running with it after we work together. And then we're going to help and map out your value ladder for your business, which is a $9.97 value. We're also going to map out your entire content strategy as well. Now, if you add all of those up, the total value of this program, of this package, comes to $15,237. Now, guys, I want to ask you guys this quick question. If all this package did was automate the growth of your business so you could focus on other things, like maybe traveling, spending time with your family, or other pieces or other parts of your business, would it be worth $15,237? Would it be worth it? Like, if all this program did for you guys was completely leverage yourself in your business so that you could step off the entrepreneurial rat race and focus on other things in your business, would it be worth it for you? If all this program did was put the growth of your business on autopilot so that you can scale it with the push of a button, would this program be worth it to you? I mean, if all this package did was allow you to begin building funnels for yourself and master them and start implementing them in your own business for yourself, would it be worth it? Now, the reality is, guys, I'm actually not going to charge you $15,237 if you get started today with the Results Funnel Consulting Master Program. Today's special offer, as of November the 24th, it's Black Friday, is only $1,997. So $19.97. There's only 2 spots available in this exclusive special program. And spots do tend to fill up quickly because I only have a certain amount of hours in the day to work with clients one-on-one, which is what I would be doing with you in this special program. And it is a one-time special offer of $19.97. So go to resultsfunnel.com/apply to get started. Just fill out the application form and I will be in touch with you from there. And really quickly, before we wrap this presentation up, before we wrap this case study up, what you're going to get, you're going to get the 2-step funnel. We will set the funnel up for you, the funnel that you need in your business right now that will get you the quickest results, the quickest, best bang for your buck. You'll get a 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels. You'll also get the ultimate funnel swipe file, over 20 case studies of successful, proven, and profitable funnels. You'll get results funnel scripts, so you can just take these scripts, again, that have been proven to work, and pop them into your email campaigns, your email service providers, and just start running with them right away. You'll also get ClickFunnels walkthrough videos that will help you get started with the software so that you can go on yourself after and start building your own funnels for your business. You're also going to get our top traffic secrets, so you're going to get all of the Facebook ads we've collected for coaching businesses, for real estate businesses, for gyms, for personal trainers, for yoga studios, whatever it is. The Facebook ads will be there for your type of business. And then 2 bonuses. Bonus number 1, we will sit down with you. We'll get together on a call and discover out what the value ladder is in your business, for your business. And then finally, we will map out your entire content strategy for you so that all you have to do is plug and play. So hope you guys enjoy today's case study. Like I said, we put together this offer so that you guys could get started, so that you guys could get on the fast track to building your first funnels and really reaping the rewards of having a funnel in your business so that you can start automating and start scaling your business today. And it will give you the ability to take everything you've learned, everything I've shared with you, and implement it. Put all of this great stuff into your own business, and really put you guys on the fast track to success. So to join the Results Funnel Consulting Master Program, guys, go to resultsfunnel.com/apply. Today's special offer only. I will be taking this offer down on Sunday at midnight, so this $1997 price will expire and it is going to go back up to its normal price. And right now I only have 2 spots left in the program. The other 5 have been sold out, so please jump on in, hop on in. I promise you that this program will change your business. It will change your life. And get started, just go to resultsfunnel.com/apply. And last but not least, thank you guys for joining me in today's case study. It was a long one. The next case study I do is going to be a lot shorter than this. It'll only be about 15-20 minutes. But you know, I get passionate about this, and I have so much information that I love to share on these trainings with you guys. And you know, all of this information, all of this knowledge that I've shared has been a game changer in my life. And I'm at the point now where I really just want to start sharing this stuff with you so that you can start running with this in your own businesses and start reaping the same rewards and the same results that I have experienced in my own business. So last but not least, guys, make sure you download the free funnel blueprint for this case study. Just click the button below. And if you want to get started with me, working with me, just go to resultsfunnel.com/apply. Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me. And I will see you in the next training, in the next Results Funnel episode. Thanks for watching.